you hit record on the recording button, and then you let the magic happen, because you got the magic in you. Hello everybody and welcome to the Week 16 NFL Predictions. I'm your host Cody P, and let's get right down into it. Since I already forgot what my prediction thing is, I'm just going to have a thing right here. I know I went 13-3, I can tell you that much, only losing the Chargers game, the Colts game, and the Niners game. Which, I'll admit, I was thinking about taking the Niners, but, pure success doesn't always happen. But Jimmy G looked really good. And I've been saying, and now I'm saying for next year, Niners need to give him a true number one receiver, and then a star leader defensive player in the draft. Once that happens, this is the team you might want to be careful for. I would almost go as far as saying maybe not next year. Maybe they'll go like 8-8 next year, I think. But keep an eye out for this team. I legitimately think they could be good coming up in these next couple of years. Jimmy G is their answer. But anywho, let's get into the game, shall we? First game we're going to look at, the game that I had the biggest question marks coming into this week, when Seattle heads to Dallas to face the Cowboys. Now, this is the return of Ezekiel Elliott from his 6-game suspension, much like how last week Aaron Rodgers came back. But Elliott's back now. Cowboys' playoff hopes are they're almost impossible, but if they can get the right things go their way, it'll go. I'm just going to tell y'all right now, personally, how the playoff picture is now. It's going to stay that way. That's how I see the NFC going now. Because the Falcons can still afford to lose a game, and they're still in. Like the Lions and the Cowboys, they can't afford to lose a game. Nor the Hawks. And essentially, in this Hawks-Cowboys game, whoever loses, they're done. That's just game over for them. So you got that. Wilson and the crew, they're not looking good. I mean, Russell Wilson can only do so much. And against a Rams team that was just dominant for the entire game, what are you going to do? You can't stop this team. The Rams look good. Their offense is legit. Todd Gurley, you could argue him being an MVP candidate as well, since all the other MVP candidates are going downhill. Wentz is down, AB's down. Russell Wilson, you don't know if you can trust or not. And then Brady's still standing. Freaking Brady. Whatever. Dak, hopefully this will be a game that he wakes up. Actually, I don't know. I don't watch a lot of Cowboys games these days, so I don't know. I left in the second half of the Cowboys-Raiders game last week, and I heard a lot of BS-ery happen there. Can't win them all, Raiders fans. Should have kept Carr healthy last year. That was your chance. Yeah, blow it. I'm going to keep this quick. Next game we're going to look at, going to be a rematch of a Thursday night game a couple of weeks ago. Falcons head to New Orleans. Now, a lot of people claim that New Orleans would have done away with the Falcons a lot easier had Alvin Kamara not gotten hurt in the first quarter. Alvin Kamara will probably stay healthy for this game, for the rest of the game. I have the thing right here, so that's why I'm looking at the computer. Sorry. But he'll stay healthy. Him and Mark Ingram will be able to split carries more. They'll get each other rest. The running the ball will be more efficient. And since they're in home, chances are I like their odds. And the Falcons, yes, it was Tampa Bay and Tampa, but they look a little sloppy, I'll have to admit. It had to come down to a game-winning field goal, and the dude missed it. Had that not happened, had he made it go to OT, who knows what happens. But yeah, it's in New Orleans. Saints looking good. I think they'll wake up and be like, wait, this is our division to win. We'll do it. And the Falcons can afford this loss, because then they go home next week and play Carolina. So I think Atlanta could afford to lose this game. They'd like to win it, but they'll be okay losing it. So I like New Orleans' chances. And then the third game we're going to look at is going to be a Super Bowl rematch. I hyped this game up maybe in the middle of the year, but now I've gone downhill lately. The Rams head to Tennessee. Tennessee has not looked good. They've lost to the Cardinals and to the 49ers. Yes, Jimmy G, we've had our discussion with him, but Tennessee, those are two easily winnable games for Tennessee. That if they were a playoff contending team that we thought they were, those would have been 2 wins for both of them. They should be 10-4 right now. But no, they dropped those 2 games. Because now they got the Rams and the Jags, and those other 2 games they're going to lose. I mean, I'm just being blunt right now. The Rams are significantly better than Tennessee right now. Rams look good. Jared Goff, offense, that defense. The Titans have not looked good. And now they have to try against 2 more difficult opponents. Yes, they're at home, but Tennessee's going to lose these 2. I don't think Tennessee's going to make the playoffs, guys. As much as it makes me sad, they're not going to make the playoffs. Because they're going to lose these 2 next games. And everyone else is going to come in and take their spot. All Baltimore has to do is win out, and they're Gucci. So, I mean, good luck. Good flipping luck. Keep it quick. There's your 3 games, my friends. I move here, scroll down here, and we'll talk about some of the games. For the most part, it's none of these games should come as a surprise. Aaron Rodgers got deactivated, so it's going to be back to Brett Hundley again. Yes, they're in Lambeau, but the Vikings, I think, are the best team in the NFC, personally. Maybe even the best team in pro football. But that's me, personally. Ravens, if they're good, they'll take care of the Colts. I mean, if Brock Osweiler can come in and take care of the Colts, then the Ravens should be just fine. Chiefs, but I'm keeping an eye on those Dolphins, because the Chiefs, I don't trust them. Yes, they had a really good win against the Chargers, but I have a little lack of faith in them. I want to root for the Browns, just because I want the Browns to get their first win, and it was Week 16 last year where they got their win, and the Bears should be a relatively easy team to beat, but, oh well. I'm taking the Bears. I don't trust. The Browns are just kind of bad altogether. The Browns are probably going 0-16, guys. More than likely. Hate to say it, but it is true. Skins, yeah. Cardinals, yeah. I'll admit, the Giants does seem tempting to take because Eli's back and Eli's been performing muy bueno since that whole benching bullcrap. But I'm going to take the Cardinals. They're at home. And yeah. And then, yeah, everything else should be given. Cowboys, I really wanted to take the Seahawks, and I took the Seahawks pretty much leading up to this week, where I'm like, maybe the Cowboys will do good. And if Zeke is half of what he was, then run game should be fine. I mean, if Todd Gurley can do that, what can Zeke do? I mean, a lot of people like to argue Zeke's a better running back than Todd Gurley. I'm not going to make that argument, because I'm still a devoted fan of DJ. God, I miss watching him. He's a great football player. Hurts me on an emotional level. Oh, well, whatever. There's that. We're going to go into fantasy. I lost. I got destroyed. Micah had both Todd Gurley and Kareem Hunt. And then a couple other players, too. My players all kind of just disappeared on me. AB got hurt in the first quarter, so what can you do? And I had nothing for Todd Gurley or Kareem Hunt. I couldn't counter him with anything. My best player was Michael Thomas, who only got me 15 points. And, he had 5 players who got more than 15 points, including his defense. My feelings got hurt. Yeah, bad games. Oh, well, whatever. Your championship matchup, though, my lovelies, will be between Micah and Shawanda. Well, both Nathan and Dom, who were the better parts of the consolation bracket or the losers bracket, they both lost their games, so they're going to be battling for last place and who will get it. And there's that. And then everyone else. You got Dvorak and James battling for 5th, and myself and Christy battling for 3rd. And then as for the Bruggs League, that has been recently concluded with our champion being Dante. Congratulations to you, Dante. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Beating Sophia in the championship game. I got 7th, beating Greg in the last place battle. But again, Greg doesn't really pay attention to his roster, so I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but he could have done something. Whatever. And yeah, the rest of them should be there, and congratulations to everyone. And this is a lot. And after this, we'll do one. We'll have a fantasy update for who wins next week, and then that'll be done. Fantasy. Congratulations to everyone who participated. Words are hard. And hopefully I see you all next year in the Battle of Fantasies. Alright, that is everything. Super Bowl matchup, Vikings, Jaguars. And yes, if anyone's going to follow me on my social media, I legitimately think the Jacksonville Jaguars can surpass both Pittsburgh and New England. They already beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, and they haven't had to play New England, so we don't know what they're capable of. But here, I'm hoping we get a Jacksonville Jaguars and Patriots playoff game. That is what I want. But unfortunately, with Jacksonville being the 3 seed, and that's probably going to stay there, they're not going to meet New England until it's the AFC Championship game. So, unfortunately, we're not going to get that unless New England and or Pittsburgh drops the ball. Last thing, I'm hoping New England actually drops a game, because that would make them the 3 seed. And then that way we get them in the divisional round, and if my Ravens make the 5th seed, we'll play the Pittsburgh Steelers in the division round, which I like our chances, but that's just me. Anyway, thank you all for joining and watching this video. I'm Cody P. See you all for Week 17, where every game matters.